Hi, can you hear me? This is the second time this has happened. Okay, we have to learn how to fix this problem. Okay. Um, yes, I see so many of you guys in here today. Thank you for visiting me. You guys are really making my heart warm to see a lot of the same faces that hung out with me yesterday hang out again with me today. So thank you for sharing your Saturday with me, truly. I see that Lance Chafin is in the house, rocking it today. We got Lord Toth. We've got Stuart Mitchell. We've got, am I missing somebody else? Um, We've got Bruce here. Hi, Bruce. We've got Thrash Pondo Ponds. Hey, good to see you. Uh, and let's see what else is in the what else you guys are saying. Oh, here's the cool intro. I love that intro as well. So, yeah, I loved making that intro. That was a lot of fun for me. Oh, I see Kenneth here. Hello, Kenneth. Good day, retro nerd girl. It is a good day. Beautiful outside. The sun is shining, and it's a wonderful 23 degrees Fahrenheit height outside. So that's like awesome for us where I'm from or where I'm living. It's usually a lot colder. Okay, so let's see. We've got we've got Adam in the house. Hey, Adam, how are you today? Let's see. Oh, wow, the chat just jumped on me. Uh, let's see. Uh, Stuart says this is the first DVD I ever bought. Well, I'm going to tell you something that this movie has my heart. Okay, it's an oldie, but it's one of those movies for me that I didn't really come to really love until I was an adult. When I was a kid, I loved the movie aesthetic and the magic of it all. And now I see a lot of the deeper layers of meaning in the movie. So it's definitely has a special place in my heart. So we've got Keith E in here again today. Thank you guys for again coming back for day two of my live streams. This is a lot of fun for me. Okay, yes, I'm sorry. I was muted in the beginning. Let's see. Bruce says I didn't stop in and say hi uh one other time because but couldn't stay. Oh yeah, that's fine. I am just so happy that you're here today and that you were able to stop by before. Um, uh, Stuart Mitchell says early appearances by Gabriel Byrne, yes, and Liam Neeson. They were so awesome in this. Just for the few moments that they were in here, I love them. Uh, and Unicorn Rampant Studio is here. Oh my God, good to see you. It's a wicked tale as and well told. Yes, I agree 100%. Um, I may have to change glasses because I am not seeing everything as clearly as possible. Let's see if I can do this. Barely any difference in the two glasses. They are just different strengths. There we go. I can see a lot clearer now. Um, okay, so unicorn. Okay, so we've got Jameson Horton, who says Excalibur is still the best film adaptation of the Arthurian legend, I think. A lot of people agree with you, and I myself do, but I seem to be one of those people who just I like any telling of the tale. I don't know what it is about the story itself. It feels so personal to me, like it hits me in a special way. So yeah, I just love any telling of that tale. But this one is definitely, I would say, the best. I think so. Thrash, it's dreary and rainy on Cape Cod, perfect for a movie about the Dark Ages. Well, yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna that just lets me know. Okay, so the way it works is this. I will not be able to show the movie. I know the audience goes, "Aw." I can't show the movie, but what I can do is watch along with you with your copy. The copy that I have is actually on it's on Amazon. So, it's a digital copy that I purchased a while back. I'm not sure if they still have it available, but however you have your copy, go ahead and put that in. Um, I will be using this timer here uh, to um, to help set the time. Oh, give me a second here. All right, I'm sorry about that. My timer needs to be juiced up. It just will take a few minutes. Uh, so I'll read a few of your comments really quick. Uh, Lance says thrash snow showers in C Kokomo. Is that Kokomo or KCMO? You'll have to fill me in. Woodrow, I'm watching it with new eyes as well. I didn't previously notice how accurately they depict the armor, unlike other medieval movies. Yeah, the armor in this movie is astounding, absolutely incredible, and I have to say that the fight sequence, even it's not as polished as a lot of fight sequences are today, but it has a gritty realism to it. There are points in the film where you can't really see the fighting clearly, and I believe that is that's also kind of, if I can imagine myself as a person who was fighting in those moments, you probably won't see like that either. You'd probably be blind in certain aspects, and so I find that to be realistic in a way. So yeah, uh, oh, this movie. Uh, let's see. Unicorn Rampant Studio says, I've got a hard copy and it's available on YouTube for rent as well. Yes. So, I don't want you to guys to go spend any money on this if you don't have to. Hopefully, you already have a copy and you're doing it. But if you were so inclined to do so, there are several ways to do it. And Unicorn Rampant Studio has filled us in that YouTube also has it if you have uh, uh, you, YouTube Prime. You can go into their movie selection and rent it for a couple of hours. If you have Amazon, you can go to Prime and order it. Rent it for a few hours. Let's see what else is happening here. Stuart, check out a short film on YouTube called named Black Angel, commissioned by George Lucas to be shown as a support feature to Empire Strikes Back, and major influence on the style of Excalibur. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to. I'm gonna have I usually try to rewatch these to see, to critique myself and to see about how to do things better, and also to write down notes. And this is one I'm gonna have to write down because I did not know that. That would be great. I also wanted to do some watch parties for shorts too that are on YouTube. There's a lot of really interesting shorts, and there's one I saw the other day that really blew me away, that was in the style of Blade Runner. And it was from a channel called Slice of Life. And I think the movie itself is also called Slice of Life as well. And they've been working on this movie for about 2 years or so. Very interesting, independent film. And I thought it was interesting. I really wanted to share that with you guys because one thing I love is independent films, and I think they capture the beauty and the innocence of the former ages of film, of doing things practically and doing things with a lower budget and maximizing the story element of what they're trying to tell, like trying to do things in a way that's not super super expensive, but definitely getting the story told in whichever way possible they can. 2 days in government cheese says 2 days in a row. Awesome. Yes, it's great. I'm probably going to be really good at this after a while. One hopes, one hopes. Pat Hatfield says, "Thanks for that recommendation, Stuart." Yes, Stuart, that's pretty incredible. This is really great. I love also the immediacy of the contribution in live streams. It's just wonderful. Keith E says, "Just here to lend support. I don't have the movie, but I'm willing to act like I know something." Oh, it's just fine. Yes, you being here is so awesome. Thank you for joining us today. I'll try to talk through the moments in the film to kind of make sure to talk about what's going on so you won't feel completely out of the loop. Uh, and don't laugh, mine is VHS. Yes, no, 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 no. I have a copy of VHS too, but that's not what I'm using today for the sake of I don't know where to get a player anymore. I have a whole bunch of VHS tapes, and I don't have a player anymore. But I just keep them around uh, for memory's sake. Let's see, and oh, that's what that is. KCSO, Kansas City. Okay. Thank you for breaking that down for me. All right. I have it on DVD, but it's stacked in a moving box somewhere. Dang it. Okay, don't worry, Tasty Mean. As I said before, I am gonna try to talk through the entire thing and describe what's happening and I mean, this is a watch party after all, and I am going to be kind of, I guess you could say it's like mini commentary at the same time. Uh, there's talked to a guy ages ago who, when he was young, was one of the knights on a horseback. Oh my God, that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Uh, uh, Pat Hatfield, there wasn't anything else playing with Empire Strikes Back when I saw it. Oh, you mean you mean at the time you saw Empire Strikes Back, or I guess I'm not sure what that means. You guys, you sometimes I get broken. Jameson says, I like the Green Knight too. Me too. Oh, no, no, no. That's not the one I'm thinking of. This Green Knight you're talking about is the newest one, right? That takes place in Britain. Creepy dark fantasy from Studio A24. Yes. Um, because there is another Green Knight uh movie, and I can't remember the name exactly, but Sean Connery was in that one along with um uh I forgot the name of that guy. Ooh, forgot the name of the guy that plays the main character, but um John Wayne's son, I believe he was. Forgot his name. Uh, all right. It may have been shown in theaters in Europe, Pat. Oh, oh, okay. The Empire Strikes Back. All right. So I am going to um let's see what you're saying here. I remember Clive Swift from this movie. He also plays, I can't say that name, Hyacinth's husband in the British comedy show Keeping Up Appearances. Okay. Thrash Pondo Pond says, please consider doing a watch along for a short called We Sit, We Drink, No Guns. Amazing short. I did a spoiler-free review of it. Oh, cool. Okay. That that might that might happen. Michael Jensen says, I've heard of people doing watch parties on Discord. You can stream there without copyright, I'm sure. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. I don't know how to use Discord. I guess I could learn, but um, I don't know. I think for replay purposes as well, for people who missed the stream, it's kind of nice to just do it this way. I could be wrong, but uh, Gawain, right? Gawain, and Gawain is in this movie too, but he plays a completely like different kind of character. Uh, yes, I meant this. The movie Stewart mentioned was not playing with The Empire Strikes Back when I saw it. Okay, I get it. Yes, Miles O'Keefe, and I had such a crush on him. Back in the day, he did these movies called Ator, the Fighting Eagle. I don't know if you guys remember that movie, but I used to play that movie over and over and over again. And I thought he would have made a fantastic Conan or King Kull. Uh, so, all right. So, uh, I think the other actor you're thinking of who played with Sean Connery in that other movie, a good movie in my opinion. Yes, that was a really good movie. It was beautiful. It's fantasy for sure in its full regalia. I love it. All right, so now that I've gone through a lot of the comments, and I think uh, my timer has charged enough. Excuse me, guys. I have allergies really, really bad, so I'm always like trying to manage it. Yes, yes, yes. Miles O'Keefe. He was good. He's just underutilized as an actor. Lance Schaefer, guys, have fun. See you all next time. Lance, thanks for being here, and we'll see you the next time. And has handed off the reins to Lord Toth to be in charge of the bots. Yes, so we're fighting off the bots because we were attacked heavily yesterday, and I was surprised by that because they left me alone on my first live stream. So that was pretty intense. So thank you so much for helping me with that as well. Stuart Mitchell says Helen Mirren and Liam Neeson were a couple when this movie was filmed. Yes, they met on set and they even lived together for a while. Um, so yeah, I could see why they were both sexy. You know, they made a hot couple. Puppet Pop Comics. Oh my God. I was just thinking about you because I was like, where's uh uh Varangian Vigilante and the Friday afternoon um reviews that you guys used to do together. So I am so glad to see you here. Oh my God, yes. So yeah. All right, so I am going to gather the timer that's charging. Um, I desperately hope it has enough juice for the 2 hour trip. Maybe I can leave this in here. I mean, technology, right? There's okay. Now the cord doesn't want to come out. All right. Okay, I hope this is good enough. All right. So here's my timer. and I'll just show you guys that on occasion. I hope that this all matches up because I know that some digital and some um, other players don't exactly match up completely. So we'll see that. And I also wanted you guys to know that since while I'm watching the movie, I may not be able to see all the comments. So please forgive me for that. I I I hope that you will forgive me for that in advance. Um, Oh, let's see. We've got word from Puff Comics 83. The Friday movie reviews has moved to my channel. We did the last two Lord of the Rings films, and yesterday we talked American Shaolin. Oh, okay. You know what? When I went to your page, I went to videos. I didn't go to live. So I'm gonna go to the live tab and see if I could see your videos. Thanks for informing me about that. And guys, if you haven't checked out Puff Comics 83, obviously he's now doing movie reviews on his channel as well. So Ian is here. Hi, Ian. Look at all that organization on the wall. Okay. I wish it was totally like this, but we're getting it there. We're getting it to my liking. But thank you for noticing. I appreciate that. Latino's Land is here. Hi, Polly. How are you guys? How are you doing? Guys, you guys have to go to Polly's channel. It is so cool. He has a lot of insights on, I would say pop culture, commentary on what's going on in the world, and definitely from a Latino slant. So it's a really good channel I found. I would say within the last 6 months that I'm really addicted to. I'm really addicted to that channel. So yeah, if you haven't gotten a chance to check out his channel, do so. Who else is here? We have some. Okay, so we're all caught up. Um, Okay, an update from Puff Comments. Yes, we'll be taking a week off and then return for Black History Month films. Okay, cool. Oh, 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 look. Oh, well, you're welcome. De nada. Okay, I'm trying to learn Spanish too. I've been trying to learn Spanish forever, but I'm determined that one day I will finally learn. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. You just don't know. Um, Let's see. Enrique is here and he says Excalibur is one of the best movies of all time. That's that is high praise. Okay, that is high praise. And this is really on my top list of movies that I really love. Um, so let's see. Enrique also says back in the 2000s, before Lord of the Rings trilogy, Excalibur was considered was considered the gold standard of fantasy. It is pretty impressive, as we shall soon talk about, and it's really incredible. Okay, Stuart Mitchell says that Polly Latino Slant does a great Christopher Walken impression. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Now, I didn't catch that because I was all bogged down with setting up for this. But as soon as I'm done, I'm heading over to his channel to check out the uh, and check out that impression. It's one of his more recent videos. Um, so okay, so you're pretty. Oh my God, I can't I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't graduated to that level yet, Enrique. You'll have to translate for me, and I will. Hopefully, Eve. Uh, uh, oh, is that what you're saying? I don't know. You have to tell me. All right, Tasty Mystery Meat. That name, I just love it. I saw this movie so many times when I was a kid. So I probably remember most of it. I can have a watch along in my mind. That's how this film is. It impresses on you. And you definitely don't need to watch it. I will definitely talk you through all the scenes anyway, because I have a gift for gab sometimes. Puff Comment says, I watched Excalibur many times as a kid. It's been a long time. May need to rewatch it as well. Yes, I mean, when you see it, you'll see a lot of Conan the Barbarian in this film. A lot of Conan the Barbarian is in this film. It came out a year before Conan the Barbarian, but this was written by Conan the Barbarian's was partially written by Oliver Stone, so he may have been influenced by some of the old text, and it was great. It was great. It's a fantastic movie. Enrique says Conan is great, but it's less fantastical, but not very faithful to its source material. It wasn't, but I consider that movie a masterpiece. How it was all put together, and Basil Polidoris's um, score was incredible. And there's also shared music, classical music between this movie and Conan as well. Um, let's see. All right. Let's oh, Tim's Talk is here. Hi, Tim's Talks. Thanks for checking this out and hanging with us today. Let's see. I am gonna get started. All right. So, um, if you can bear with me, I am gonna set the timer. Let's see. Okay, so this is okay. So the timer is at 0. Hope you can see it. And I'm going to press play in a few moments. I'm going to count it down though before I do. So I'm going to count let's see. Yeah, I'm going to count down. So I'm going to count down from oh wow. I've got a message from Golden Rage of TV. Thanks for stopping by. Love what you're doing, RNG. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. So I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Um, okay, so I'm gonna count to 10. Well, I'm gonna count down from 10, and then uh, on when I say one, and then hit the button after I say one. Okay, so let's get it going. Let me get to the page, and I need to watch. Okay, all right. So to coordinate this just right. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I may be like a second ahead of everyone, but this is the timer. Oh, this is beautiful. all the smoke and all of the shadows. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. I better do this or we're gonna get copyright infringed. There we go. Just let me know if you guys can hear me. I like this part because you get to see that this character is very, very aggressive. Let's see. Okay, great. I'm so glad you can hear me. Ugh, the sword. Yeah, one thing I read about this was that they used a lot of green filters to create the magic of the sword. So you can see here where it's bouncing off of the green is like bouncing off of the armor. It's beautiful. It makes everything so magical. So just to explain this a little bit, they're at war, and they need the sword. Uh, Uther needs the sword in order to assert himself as the king. And they make this truce, but unfortunately, it's broken because Cornwall, this guy here, decides he wants to impress or maybe even goat or what can I say, like brag about how beautiful his wife is. And he has her dance for all of these brute warriors, you know. A little bit behind the scenes stuff. This Cornwall's wife is actually the director's daughter.
I mean, if she if she was my wife, I would not have her dance like that for anybody. But he could have asked anybody to dance, but it had to be his wife. And you can see the immediate regret on his face, like, "What have I done?" And Uther has absolutely no chill whatsoever. He's just a warrior through and through. And that is why yeah, he can't be king. Well, he's king, but he can't be the one as Merlin calls him. I just love all this battle stuff because not that I like battle stuff, but the way it's filmed in this movie is so gritty and brutal. Um, all right, let me see if I can. Gabriel Byrne, yes, who's at his prime, I guess, but not his prime as an actor. He was incredible. Oh yes, he played D'Artagnan. He was fantastic in that movie. The man with the iron mask. I think so. Uh, young Morris. Yes, that was his son, and as young Morris. Oh, here's one of my. Let's see. I don't want to. I just love Merlin. No boy, it's a trap. No, it's a trap. See, he should have stayed in his castle, but it's the greed of winning that really is his downfall. And they were both not great individuals, I would say Cornwall and Uther. Um, all right, yes, this is the chant of making that Merlin is doing here. And now not track. Ugh, look at all that dirt on his face. It looks so real. So tangible, so like gritty. Yeah, this movie talks about the dragon a lot, but there's no actual dragon in the film. And it's sort of like a metaphor for many things, including the land itself. Yep, he's falling into the trap. Oh, I didn't know he was in Vikings. I may have to look away from this part, guys. The part that's coming up. So his desire for this woman is what kept him afloat on the dragon's breath. It's hilarious. I'm gonna stop. Okay, the two birds. Yeah, those two birds work for Merlin. So Merlin did a little trickery there. Oh. Okay, I may have to look away. This part is very disturbing. Oh. I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to cover my eyes like this when something bad would happen on screen or that she didn't want me to see, and I would be like, and then the little girl is watching the whole time. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll check to see what you guys are saying in the comments while that's going down. Oh, Stray Kismet is here. Hi there. How are you? Never looked into and sorry. Yeah. It was originally 3 hours, and he edited it down to 220. So, yeah, it was some, crazy magic trying to condense everything down like that. That little girl knows what's up, though. That's really sad because, if you love your family, you know, she's just a victim in all this. And here's Uther. Yes. Okay. So this is a recurring thing. She watches him with her father's eyes. It has to be scary giving somebody your baby. See, Uther was changing. He was going to change. So he makes the decision to stay, to own the child and stay by her side. Um, and here are Merlin's birds again. Yep, he's come for the child. Yep, he made an oath to give up the child. Yeah, so he tells him pretty much the future, that Uther was not meant to be uh, a father and and a husband, and he's not the one. And I love that the fact that he reminds him that nobody trusts him because of what he did. That nobody will trust Uther anymore. So he's out on his own, and it's his own doing. And there's little Miss Morgana. Okay, there they are waiting. And notice there's green filters on everything, uh, bouncing off of the armor. It's just beautiful, poetic, just to give you that influence that this is all uh, happening because of the sword. It's a fight for power. That looks gruesome. I mean, his armor is drenched and encrusted in mud and blood. Ooh, ooh, brutal. Oh no. Oh my God, poor thing. Uh, I'm gonna show you guys the time really quick. Let's see. Hope you can see it. He's like, call your dragon to weave a mist to hide us. Like, it's so sad. You almost don't want to see this happen to this guy, but he's so selfish. This surprises Merlin too, that he would shove the sword into stone. Like Merlin is like, what? Oh my god, that looks so realistic. Like he dives right onto that branch and it just spits up all of this blood. Ugh. And now here's something interesting. So this is like a barren place in the forest, but now it's been transformed into this sort of gathering where all these people have like camped out and kind of hosted this event where people uh, fight for the opportunity to pull the sword from the stone. Uh, I'm just gonna check out some of your comments really quick while this is happening. See, Foreman's wife plays the widow at the funeral. Lance uh, preaches over. Oh, I didn't know that. He just brought all his family into this. Come on, grin and bear it. Watching it will help you build an immunity to such scenes. Yeah. So much talk about dragons. I would have loved if the movie had including some Harryhausen monsters. Yes, here and there, but probably it would have spoiled the tone of the entire thing. Yeah, there's like this beautiful mystical thing. Magic is sort of something that happens with like a wave of the hand, and so like it's like an undercurrent in their everyday life. Pretty cool. Oh, Patrick Stewart, guys. Oh my god. And all of his glory. What an incredible um warrior he is in this. Yeah. So that's another thing that they keep mentioning is that the land suffers because of all of this. Of how excited he is to try. Poor Arthur is being trained as a squire, not even as a knight, as a squire at this point. So it takes almost all of his energy to try to take that sword out of there. And that they needed a scene like that to show us like how difficult it is. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is the part that's really hilarious. Uh like yeah, he leaves the sword in the tent, but it turns out somebody went into the tent and stole the sword, and he goes chasing after that person. But I always wondered if that was a plant by Merlin, because there's a point where the little boy who steals it kind of stops, looks back, and like checks to see if he's being followed. Yep, right there. I always like the actor who plays Arthur's adoptive father. I love the musical cues here. Oh, he's about to take credit, huh? So they make him put it back, and it's like, what did you do that for? They've been trying to get that thing released forever. Oh my goodness, Urians. This guy has an incredible arc in this movie. One heck of an arc in this film. It doesn't even use two hands, it just has one hand. Yay! He pulled the sword out of the stone, everybody. Plot twist. He's not his father. Aw. This guy is like, we haven't forgotten you. What trickery is this? That's right, Patrick Stewart. I just like all of this hubbub here. And yeah, this is putting, brother against brother pretty much, household against household. Okay, um while Arthur is running through the forest, let's see what everybody is saying. True. That's what happened. All right, let me. Oh, okay. You guys need a time code? I don't know if you still do. But oh, Tracy's here. Hi, Tracy. Thanks for joining us. BK on air. Hi, Excalibur. Easily my number one or two film of all time. Look for the knight smoking a cigarette during the siege on Patrick Stewart's castle. Okay. There's another movie that supposedly has very realistic, violent sword fights, and it's called Flesh and Blood. You know, I never saw that movie. Um, Arthurian fact: the evil half sister of Arthur and mother of Mordred is not Morgana, but Morgoose. Morgana is actually quite a benign character in the origin canon. Okay, did not know that. Enrique, you you got the knowledge. Okay, you've got a lot of information there. Hey, Stunt Brat is here. Hi, Stunt Brat. All right, let me get back to the movie really quick. Okay, now he's talking about the dragon. And so his description is really saying that the dragon is all around us. It is the energy of Earth itself, the land, the air, the sea, the sky, everything. Um, he says, rest in the arms of the dragon. And I think that's so beautiful and poetic. I mean, that's part of the magical lore of this movie is that there is sort of a riddle being spoken um, in the language, and the dialogue. Okay, so there was a lot packed into that, but uh, Arthur figures out that the sword is actually part of the dragon, which is the sword is part of the earth and the world, um, and it's magic. So I think that's a such a cool little tidbit into the lore in the story. It's so vast and beautiful. So this is where he figures out that he needs to go help that man who stood up for him in the village. Like he needs to go help the Patrick Stewart character. That's so sweet. His brother picked out a horse for him. See, another thing I love about this moment in particular, instead of running away, which he does initially, right? He runs away to be with Merlin. Now he's actually taking on the responsibility of being a king and has taken on the call to adventure, the call um, to become the king that he is was meant to be. And this siege is just so uncalled for because so many people died in this siege. I'm looking out for the guy smoking the cigarette. I think this is the only time we see Merlin mixing it up with the battle. He doesn't really get involved. He sort of stands aside. Um, oh, that looks brutal. And Merlin just whispers something magical to the horse's ears, and they take off running. Very appropriate. That's how I like my fantasy. And see, I think this is actually the perfect utilization of a wizard in a situation like this. He can tell you where to attack or what side of the castle is being attacked. Inside information about a battle that you can use to your advantage. Okay. Oh, here's Guinevere. Oh, that's right. He's Guinevere's father. And this makes sense, right? Because Guinevere was raised her father is a an incredible fighter, and she's attracted to all of these fighters that she's attracted to um Arthur during the battle. She sees his valiant efforts and him just being a boy. Um you can see how she's like got stars in her eyes while she's watching him, uh, you know, pretty much save her father. I think that is so cool. Like to see how she falls in love with him. Uh, it's so brutal. Oh my God. He got hurt. And, some of those internal wounds that, they probably never ever heal completely from. Wow. Just jumps down. Oh, okay, this is the very important part. Yes, he wins them over. And when Urians gets the hold of that sword, he's like, "Oh snap! This is the sword I've been after. It's finally mine. I could rule." And he's so tempted. Oh my God, he's like trembling. He is trembling. They're like, "Keep it, Urians!" And everybody's waiting to find out what their fate is by his actions. And he does the right thing. Ah, I'm gonna get I'm teary eyed, guys. It's happening. The waterworks is already happened. Oh man. Oh man, the waterworks is happening. Yeah, it was his courage that won them over. And okay, so this whole scene is that they're in this water and they all like kneel into it. It's gross. I can't even imagine being an actor having to do to perform that particular moment in the film. Let me just check your comments while Guinevere is sewing up author and they're falling in love. Let's see. Let them fall in love for a few minutes. Oh, William Blake Hall is here. Woohoo, made it. Not seeing anything though. No, William, the way it works, I hope somebody explained, but you just play your copy along with mine. And just to help you along, uh, this is where I am at the moment in the, oh, there we go. That's where we're at 42, 55, 57, 50. So you can catch up, or if you want to just listen along. Ah, yes, this movie is perfect. It's fantastic. It is fantastic. Um, per per purge. Hello, how far into the movie are you? Okay, yeah, I just showed you the time. Thanks for being here. Let's see. More. How do you pronounce that? More Gauss or Margos? Morgana, 6 of 1. Mm. I need to brush up on my Arthurian history, huh? Hey, Lord Corjay, how are you doing? It's been a while. This film is beautiful, isn't it? It's fantastic. She introduced Merlin to Vivian and she trapped Merlin. Oh, okay, so that's why they condensed this entire thing. They skipped a few pieces. Guinevere is hot. She sure is. She's gorgeous. Yes, I agree. Very good way. I'm not sure if it's easy to do, but you could have the timer as a graphic on the screen. I would like that. I don't know how to do that yet. Oh, well, that reminds me. Maybe I should ask. Yeah, yeah. I don't know how to do that yet. Sorry, but that's what I plan on doing when the time is comes. And she's so adorable. She's like the rest is secret. Sword, yay, sword buddy sniff. All right, let me get back to the. He's in love. He's totally smitten. And okay, so he's a boy there, and now it's uh some time has passed, and now he's fully uh a seasoned warrior, and so we've come to the part where Sir Lancelot is at the bridge, and he has to fight him in order to prove that he's worthy to be served by him. But okay, so this moment here with Merlin, it's played for comedy where he falls down and slips. Yeah, he says, "Remember, there's always something cleverer than yourself." And it was a teaching moment. At first, I thought, "Oh, why are they putting this silly moment in this film?" But it was a teaching moment for Arthur. And I thought, I mean, another brilliant little tidbit that I never knew is Excalibur. That is a wild boast. I love the language being used in this film. I heard somebody say that the dialogue was terrible, and I was like, "Real what?" I love it. So now they're going to fight, and this really shows the arrogance and folly of um, King Arthur at the time. He's learning. This entire movie is just talking about lessons that Arthur is learning along the way, and a bit of his arrogance of being king, right? Is he has to let go of that in order to be a better king. 'Cause it's the position of being king has gotten to his head a bit. And so it's like, you have to move because I'm a king, you know? Doesn't have to he doesn't have to do that. And Lancelot also, like, checks him and says, you don't really have to do this." It was the principle. I think it was the principle for everyone too, because he was such a good warrior, they just wanted to have that notch on their belt of defeating a great warrior. Ooh, oh, snap. Yes, he says that his rage has unbalanced him. It's true. He's getting his butt handled to him, that's for sure. In this whole scene, oh my gosh, they show you the blood spurting out of his armor, it's gross. Okay, now they're at this, like, beautiful stretch of water, by the rocks, and there's water. Oh my god, oh, he's digging into him with that spear. Oh my god, I don't even know how he's still using that arm, to be honest. Okay, he calls upon the power of Excalibur to defeat, uh, Sir Lancelot, and breaks his weapon, and breaks Excalibur, and that was and Merlin is like, "What?" Yes. He broke what could not be broken. Yeah, because Excalibur is part of the earth that, if it's broken, then that means it's the end of the world. Immediately learns the lesson. Yep. It was not meant to serve the vanity of a single man. And I think in this moment of him, like, feeling so regretful and immediately regretting what he does, the lady of the lake returns the sword to him repaired because he's learned the lesson. In the hands of an evil king, this sword would be used to do evil things. And so he has the blessing of the earth. The lady of the lake is also, part of the dragon, I guess, if you will. If you notice her, the things that she has on her arms, uh, it looks like scales. They're the sequence outfit that she has. It looks like scales. So cool. And Merlin is like, phew, that was a close one. Yeah, Sir Lancelot was looking for someone to defeat him in battle and to serve. Everyone who speaks in this movie, they just speak with all this excitement. So wonderful. So they've won a battle. They drove someone into the seas. The West is free. Yeah, so they've just okay. Merlin is giving a speech. You are one under the stars. The costumes in this movie are just like incredible. Oh, okay, yes. This is where they form the Knights of the Round Table. He goes, I will build a round table. Look at that amazing hair. It's like so shaky and perfectly coiffed, even though they just came from a battle. What a great scene. Love that scene. All right, let me check to see what you guys are saying in the comments. See if we can move along here a little bit. Okay. I'm going to skip quite a few of the comments. Hope you guys don't mind. William Blake, I remember Sherry, I can't pronounce her last name, Lug from Level 42's video for something about you. Oh, well, Necron is here. Hey, Retro, just stopping by and saying hi. Excalibur rules. It does. It really does. And we both share a love of Zack Snyder's movies, and there's a lot of references to his movies in this film. Lots of them. Alex Dawson is here. Hey. We got some sharing of knowledge here. William's like, um, Borman initially wanted to make the Lord of the Rings. Absolutely. Apologies to anyone who already knew that. Yep, he wanted to make the Lord of the Rings and couldn't do so. But then got to do this. But William Blake Hall says he didn't know that. See? Sharing of information. I love it. Exactly. At this point, author is the one who lacks a knight's humility. Yeah, and had to learn that again. Yep. Uh, my parents were my parents always speculated that if the Monty Pythoners weren't so darn silly, they might have actually been able to pull off a decent Camelot movie. Yeah, it's regarded as one of the best. It's second in place for a lot of people. They really liked that version. I love this music. Oh, the wedding, the wedding. Oh my goodness. And I don't know if anybody notices that there's a picture of Jesus Christ behind them. It's a like another symbolism of like the being the one. And there's Sir Lancelot watching and just pretty much pining over not being able to Oh, this is my one of my favorite parts. Morgana of Cornwall. Merlin tells her that she has her father's eyes, which I love when he tests her to see if she's truly magical or like a witch or whatever. He's like, "What is that root?" He's excited by her. Look now. What did you see? I just love how he plays Merlin with a little bit of whimsy, that hint of it, you know? But you know when he's serious too. The Way of the Necromancer. She offers to ease his loneliness. Okay. She's using her feminine wiles, but he wants a partner. I love this scene because as Arthur is getting married, he wraps his arms around her, um, signifying sort of a union between the two of them as well. So it's like a double wedding, you know? Oh gosh, this is what I love about this movie. There's so many characters that are just incredible, that have incredible arcs. And this is Percival. See, Sir Lancelot is on his many um little things that he does. He doesn't want to be anywhere near Guinevere. Um so he goes into the forest, he goes into different excursions. On one of his trips, a boy follows him and is hoping to be a squire. Uh, he does really cool. In this instance where he kind of impresses him, he catches a rabbit for him to eat. Um, and he's just trying to get his foot in the door, because he wants to be a knight ultimately. So Percival, his name is Percival, and he has a really great storyline. And this actor really reminds me of um, a young Ben Affleck in a way. He's adorable. So for 20 days, he's like running on his feet. Oof, what a tough kid. Look at all the excitement and energy he's got. Oh, just so that way you guys can see. He's just he can't hide his feelings at all. My goodness, he's got no poker face. And Morgana is like, I see what's going on here. Oh, he like bumps into one of the greatest people ever who ever lived, and he just is like, "Oh yeah, old man." Yeah, look at how beautiful. Okay, so this is the joining of everyone at the round table. Um, and before Sir Lancelot joins the knights, they all wear black armor, but now everybody's decked out into this incredible silver garb here. And we could all see that at the wedding ceremony. There was a huge change that came about. Liam Neeson is playing Gawain, and he's playing such a like a brute, if you will. He's like, huh? Huh? Good and evil. There's never one without the other. Isn't that incredible? So Gawain is has a lot to drink right here. So this is just a rumor that uh, Guinevere and um, Sir Lancelot has got something going on, but it hasn't really happened yet. And so Guinevere is like trying to get Gawain to say, "Hey, I didn't really mean that," but and make peace. And instead of doing that, he doubles down and he's like, "No, you guys are doing something. You know, there's something going on between you guys." But there really isn't. They're really trying to not. There are feelings going on. There's definitely feelings, but nobody has done anything yet. I love authors. Look, he's like pulls out the sword and he's ready to fight. So this is where, and this is where he loses the love of Guinevere pretty much because she wanted him to fight for her, to be her champion. And she couldn't. He just couldn't do it because of his standing. He has to be king. Uh, and she's like, she wants him to put her first before being a king. And that's, the job is the job. Okay, this is the freaky part. He's like dreaming, but maybe not. He's in the forest and he's fighting with himself. I mean, it's weird to tell, but somehow he's managed to skewer himself with the sword. And my God, this looks so realistic. I don't know how they did this. Like, oh my God, like, how did they do that? I keep looking to see how they did that, and I can't tell how they were able to make it look like the sword was stuck inside him and he was able to pull it out. Oh, maybe it was retractable. I don't know. Maybe it was retractable because it looks good. It looks very authentic. I love the angles here too. Like, just the cinematography is just amazing. So nobody will fight for Guinevere. She is pissed. Like, nobody. And this is how Percival uh becomes a knight. And then her face just lights up. She's like, somebody's willing to fight for me. My gosh. But truthfully, Gawain did not have to go through this. I really just didn't. And of course, she's like super happy about the fact that Lancelot just showed up to pretty much save that Percival from getting totally decimated. But there's an angle where you can see the blood coming from Sir Lancelot's side, and that's like a beautiful little moment to show you that he's that really happened, and his dream really did. Somehow he injured himself, and the wound is real. So he's already fighting at a deficit, really, or as at a uh, disadvantage. Which also proves, what an incredible fighter he is. This, oh my God, this blood everywhere. Uh, ooh, ah. That looks so real. Oh my God. Uh, and there's no music being played at all. It's just the sounds of the armor and the weapons clap. Oh my God, that's so brutal. Just looks like it hurts so much. Oh, the queen is innocent. He was gonna kill him. He was definitely gonna kill him. And I think the reason why he was gonna kill him was because he had brought so much suffering onto, Guinevere. I mean, he asks Arthur asks, Merlin to save Lancelot no matter the cost. And of course, he grabs, Guinevere's hand and puts it over the wound to heal it. And says, of course, those magical words. He says that a king should always, um, be afraid. And I like the way he says it too. He says it and it's a joke. That, oh yeah, there could be evil even in the castle, you know. And is it really evil? It's just more like conflict. See, he knows. Lancelot says that we, looking at the other knights, says that we lost our way because the night table is like it looks like a party, like a bacchanal all the time. Like you gotta, you know. Okay, he says that he must take his rest in the forest, Lancelot, because he wants to get away from Guinevere and not be, in tempted. But she's like, guess where I'm going later? To the forest. Um, and that's sad because Arthur is a good husband. I mean, he's a good guy. He just got, she knew that she was marrying a king. I don't know. It's a long, I don't know. What do you feel about it? Tell me about it in the comments. Right, there's gonna be so yeah, let me check out the comments while this is going down. Oh, Clobbering Times is here. Hey, thanks for joining us. Okay. Oh, he's leaving. Okay, yeah, this is the sad part. Merlin is leaving. This movie, I mean, the visuals are just incredible. It's almost like paintings. Okay, so now we're coming up upon the part where uh yeah, this is upon the part that Morgana entraps uh Merlin. See, he should have just disappeared. I don't know why he went to say goodbye to her. Yeah, the charm of making. That's what she's been after this whole time. She wants to be able to perform some of the magic that Merlin did. in order to entrance or set up the whole situation with her mother giving conceiving Arthur that night with Uther. She knows that Merlin can do it. So he's taking her to his crypt. I mean, don't you just love a good crypt? Oh, he calls it the coils of the dragon. And they're just snakes just hanging around like, hey, in the crypt. It's like, no. I love it. She's like, then burn me. She wants that information. She wants to know the charm of making. This is also I mean, how many scenes are going to be amazing? All of them. That's why I love this movie. Arthur finds Guinevere and Lancelot in the forest, and I thought he was going to kill them the first time I saw this, and he doesn't. He doesn't kill them. Okay, so this is the part when Arthur shoves the blade of the Excalibur into the earth. It hurts the earth. It hurts, and it also hurts uh, Merlin very much. It puts him at a disadvantage. This is where Morgana takes advantage, and she's like puts him under a spell to release the charm of making. And she uses the spell to imprison him. So good. What a great story. Because the earth and the dragon are related. I was like, she said, I shall find a man and give birth to a god. And I was like, oh, who is she gonna find? I mean, I was like, I guess maybe she's gonna go to Gawain or somebody else. No. She goes to Arthur. Oh my god. The king without a sword, the land without a king. That's so crazy. He runs off and he becomes uh he just like disappears into the crowd of people, being sort of like a wild rebel. So wild that she goes for her brother. But she wanted, I think it had to do with being having an heir to the throne. Yeah, I think that's why she wanted him. Was specifically for the fact that she wanted to have her son be a king. Now, there's a pregnancy scene in here, and if you guys have seen Zardoz ever, there is a pregnancy scene in Zardoz as well that's similar to this. I have never seen a pregnancy like that. She just gives birth and just like raises the baby and just like she's got a baby. She's like super excited about being a mom, I guess. And we learned earlier that lightning bolts are from the dragon. So the dragon was enacting a bit of vengeance for shoving Excalibur into it. Um, and ever since Excalibur has been lost, and there's been a lot of problems with the land not being able to uh, give um, as much fruit as it did in the past when the days were good. So now we're getting into the part of the story. I'm going to show the time. Okay. This is the part in the story in which we're going to be they're going to be going after the grail, the holy grail. And it's quite exciting. And all of the knights go out to find the grail. And at this point, I think what would have been really good is that if we heard about the grail early in the story. If I have any criticism about the film would be that, like, we should have had a little bit of information about the grail earlier in the story. But this is where Percival really gets his arc. Well, he had his arc by becoming uh being courageous and being titled the a knight, but he has yet another really important arc in the story. They just they go through so many landscapes and so many. Oh, man. Oh, that's messed up. That is messed up. Ugh, that's just terrible. Imagine that being your friend and that you find them, they're all frozen over like that. That's crazy. What the heck? He says that's Gawain, so that was Gawain. Ugh. Yeah, this is, I don't know if you guys are saying that this is, John Borman's son, the director's son that's in uh, that gold armor there. He pretty much had his whole family in here. Oh, that's so gross. Ugh. Oh, no, no, no. Ah, that was horrible. So there she's trying to get him to drink this chalice from this chalice here, but oh, that was all a dream. That was all a dream. This is really brutal. And I know I've seen it so many times, but my gosh, it's I don't know the way it's done, it's just so um intense. I guess is the only word I can think of. But oh, I love this particular scene. I mean, he looks terrible. But there's like that little bit of light that shines on his eyes and then it opens up. It just creatively that is just a beautiful visual. Um what is the secret of the grail? Who does it serve? So he's there, but he doesn't have the answer. So it is I love the fact that it's like dreams and shadows and hallucinations and things like that. And so this is a cool transition. She kisses her young son on the cheek, and then when she moves away, he's a grown man. And she hasn't he's grown up, but she hasn't aged. So, and Arthur is an old man, but right now. I always love the mask that Mordred is wearing. Mordred, her Morgana's son. And I also love the fact that uh, all of Arthur's men are in silver and Mordred is in this bright gold. It really sets him apart from everyone else. It's just so interesting that Percival's armor is supposed to be that bright silver, but it looks very like it looks brown because it's just covered with so much mud and dirt and soot. Uh, and he just does a smart thing here by hiding. Oh, poor thing. This is so sad. This this movie, like, it looks so realistic, guys. It it really does. And Percival is hiding. See if I can. That's the time that I'm at right now. And this guy is Urian's. He was the guy who knighted Arthur. Never give up the quest. Just love the language in this movie. I like the subtle mysticism that's going on. They have this music that's subtly like humming in the background. Just it gives you a sense of magic, but also um, you know, it's these guys, doing their ceremony here. Sir Lancelot, he's turned into a crazy guy. There's a hint of green on everything too. Okay, this part. He's underwater and he takes off all of his armor. And that's symbolic, of just releasing everything that he's known, and sort of like rebirthing himself. Now he can solve the riddle. Yeah. Now he's ready to receive the Grail. And you see little bits of green here and there. That's the influence of Excalibur. Yes. So the secret is that King Arthur and the land are one, are the same. And he takes Percival takes the the Grail and gives it has him drink has Arthur drink from the Holy Grail, that rejuvenates him, and it's supposed to rejuvenate the land along uh with Arthur. They're the same. When Arthur is doing great, the land is flourishing with fruits and and bounty. Since he's been in this kind of despair, the entire uh, land has been devastated by drought, and I love this part. He's so wise when he wakes up from his slumber in a way, and he realizes that he has so much to fight for, and this is so beautiful. And there, all of the knights are traveling through the cherry blossoms. Oh my god, and the music, it's so beautiful. Oh my god, the angles also that um cinematographer is choosing to like place the angles. Oh my god, they're so beautiful. It's almost like the way it's it's almost like people are throwing confetti or something at them in celebration. So great. How beautiful. Um, just you know. Oh wow, yeah. He's gone to see Guinevere, who has become a nun since this whole, that whole thing went down with her and Lancelot, and he's come for her forgiveness. She never actually says that she loves him back. He says, "I love you," and she says, "Oh, I loved you." And he just came there just to say to talk to her and tell her that he forgave her. But I don't think he expected her to actually have the Excalibur. That's so cool. And this part is kind of sad because he's like, um, maybe in another life we'll meet each other and we'll be in love or whatever. And she's like, I think she says yes or nods, but I don't think she really loves him. But she has like a different look when he leaves. I think she knows it's going to be the last time she sees him. But also, she may also be thinking like, hey, in the other life, I'm going straight for Lancelot. So yeah, that's kind of a wild, an interesting moment to think about. Let me see if I can see a little bit of something of if you what you guys are saying. I'm quite a bit behind on. Samir Music says, what women get mad when you don't fight for them? Revelation and sarcasm. Yeah, some people do. Well, I have to go. It's been lovely evening. Keep rocking, Retro Nerd Girl. Thank you, Enrique. Let me see. I think something is going to happen. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. This part is really good because it's because of author's love for Merlin that the spell that Organa placed on him breaks. Yeah, he says your love brought me back. Um, so like whatever happened, Merlin is like in the spirit world now, and he said he was leaving, and I suppose that's what he was planning on doing anyway. But yeah, yeah, he lives in our dreams now, he says. I love that part. His brother that he grew up with says, Merlin told him that he was going to fight bravely tomorrow, and they hold hands and give each other a beautiful stare. It's just I love that to see that in movies. Oh, Merlin's coming for that. Coming for you, Morgana. I love that this part. How many parts do I love in this movie? He gets her good though, which is really I love her costume in this. It's so beautiful. So it's really cool because he tricks her into starting to recite the spell of making, and he's doing all this through his like the dreams. This isn't really happening. The charm of making. Yeah, he's like use it. It was the same trick that she used on him, right? So it's so wild. Now, the thing that's so crazy about it is that she's really just in her bed sleeping and, and she's speaking these words and they have the smoke coming out of her mouth. And it looks so realistic. I think what they did was they put the smoke right next to her mouth. Yeah, that's what they did. It's very effective. Looks great. He's just like sitting in a corner somewhere looking into the abyss. This is a sad part. It goes in there. He sees an instead of his mother, he sees an old lady in there and he kills her. And it's like it's really sad. Yeah, we're almost done. So I'm gonna look at your comments after I'm finished since we're almost finished. We've got a little bit more time left, like like 15 minutes or so more, I think. Yeah, this part is so wild because it's like there's smoke everywhere. It's like chaos. The camera's like zooming in, and it's like every once in a while you get a like a flash of something close up. Well, you could imagine being in a battle like this. I mean, you might as well just go home. Like, I can't see anything. Let's call off the battle. Dang. There's only a few of them left fighting for their lives. Oh my god. Brutal. Oh, Lancelot's here. Oh my god. Lancelot made it. Okay. He made it to the party, everybody. He has no armor on and he is just whipping. Ah, wow, what a beast on the battlefield. Oh my god. Ugh, what a mess. Oh, that is so, oh my god, I'm gonna get teary-eyed. Oh, he wanted to die still being a knight of the round table. It's like, oh, it's that old wound never healed. So he wanted to make sure that Guinevere was still queen. Oh my god, I'm not gonna cry, I promise. Oh, no, okay, I broke my promise already. It's starting. It's already started. Oh man. Oh boy, this one. Let us embrace at last. Oh my god, that is so okay. All right, listen, look at this. he pulls the it gets skewered, and then he pulls it closer so he can get to Mordred. This is almost exactly like um a scene from 300. Oh. So this is the part that's kind of that always tripped me up, but I figured it out. Um, he tells Percival to take the Excalibur into a pool of water and throw it. Um, Instead of just giving it to Percival, like the sword is yours now, use it to rule over uh, the lands. You're the new king. Um, and I was like, oh, is he, pulling an Uther, and he doesn't want anybody to have the sword? Um, but I think the reason why, and I came to this conclusion, that the reason why he doesn't, that he wants to return the sword to the Lady of the Lake is because he wants it to return to to the earth. He doesn't want to just leave it out here amongst men. He wants to return it to back to its origin, and let the Lady of the Lake pick who she wants to give the sword to. And this is another like test for Percival, who's already gone through enough. But he doesn't throw the sword into the lake immediately. I love this aspect of this story because it's like, yeah, well, this is Excalibur. I'm not gonna throw this into the lake. Um, and he kind of has to be forced to do so, or like pressured into doing so. Um, and it's so beautiful every time I see this scene. He throws it, and the lady grabs it. So beautiful. Yeah, I love it. Love it. And the beautiful orange sky, orange sun right behind it. Love it. There's just so many beautiful scenes in this movie. And this ending of him being taken out into the ocean, uh, his body being taken out to the ocean like that by sort of mystical beings, maybe. We're not sure. Other ladies of the lake. Uh, so awesome. All right. Wow, 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 wow. What a movie. What a movie. All right, let me see where we're up to. There's so much that you guys wrote about, but now we get to talk about it together. Oh, we have a $10 super chat from Unicorn Rampant Studios. What a great idea today. What a great idea today, things. Uh, RNG. Thank you so much. And for that, I say this. Yes. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. This is a great idea. I love Excalibur. I love it even more. I almost want to watch it even another like right again. Let's just play the whole thing over again and watch it. But I'm sure you have things to do today. So I'm just gonna go through the I'm gonna talk a little bit about it and I'm gonna read your comments. So whatever you have to say, please add those comments down there and I will be reading them. Let's see. Black Knight says there's a really good 2003 documentary, Excalibur, behind the movie. Well worth a watch if you can find it. Okay, I'm definitely going to get that or take a look at that. Bobby M is here. See? Yeah, what a line. Come, Father, let us embrace at last. What a terrible way to have your first embrace with your father. Ah, man, that's just sad. But yeah, they were was it toxic family, I guess you can say. Let's see what else. The Lady of the Lake is the guardian of Excalibur. Yes, it's what it was fitting to give the Excalibur back to her since she can determine who is the next king, who should have it. William Blake Hall says Return of the King is good, but I like this better. Yes. Did I see Return of the King? I'm not sure. Not sure. Unicorn Rampant Studio says the sword represents the past. It belongs to the Lady of the Lake. Yes. Yeah. It's back where it belongs, right? Uh, Black Knight, while filming in Wicklow, accidentally caused a blackout in the nearby town of Bray. I didn't know that. William Blake, he's getting taken to Avalon. Are you talking about Merlin? Avalon. Why does that ring a bell? Oh, I need to brush up on my more Arthurian legends here. Uh, one bad nomad says Arthur is being escorted to the Isle of Avalon. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, you guys see, this is why I love this. You guys are helping me fill in the gaps of what this bit of information that I either forgot or don't know, but it sounds familiar to me. Black Knight checking Google. Okay. uh Polly says yes, ever read The Mist of Avalon? I have not read The Mist of Avalon. And Tasty Mystery says, no, you are amazing, Fortunate Girl. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I certainly did miss a lot of comments. I wonder if I can go back and just see a few of them while if I wait for anyone else. If anyone else has anything else to say about the movie, because I mean, what a journey this film really takes you on, and it's really putting a lot of history or a lot of myth, and it really like it's putting a lot of information in such a short story. for only 2 hours. That's incredible. Uh, oh, great time, Rach. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. I love this movie so much, so it comes naturally to me, and I'm in the business of looking for some more movies to do watch parties. So if you guys have any suggestions of any other movies, maybe I can make it a Saturday or a Sunday thing where I just watch movies, and that would be such a lot of fun for me, especially these older ones that I don't know. Excalibur should be getting a lot of people should be talking about Excalibur all the time. I think it's just should be celebrated for just being such an epic film. And anybody who has any other like nuances that they found in the story as well. H. Price says, "Great job. Saw this on release. Wow." Borman gave Helen her first her. Borman gave Helen her last outfit when he died. Yes, yes, it was in his will that she have that outfit, and she finally got it when he passed away. Um, and Stuart Mitchell says, "The Emerald Forest is a great John Borman film. I have never seen that film. I have seen a few others. One of my favorites happens to be one of probably not the best movie ever, but definitely one of my favorites, which is Zardoz. There is so much subtext in that film, and it's truly remarkable. He tried to stuff a lot of information in that movie, and it's almost uncomprehensible, but I managed to break it down. I did a review on that one, and I had so much fun with it. Alex Dawson, how about the gift? You will love it. Oh, I'm not sure if I've seen that one. Is that a book or is that a movie? I am definitely need to add that too, whatever it is. Also, the music is so good because it's from Wagner's Ring Saga. Yes, uh, that the music is wonderful. My favorite is "O Fortuna," that is also used in Conan the Barbarian for a few scenes, at least one scene in particular, and just has this like really. Uh, Out of body experience feel to it. It's just every time you hear it, it's just like hearing angels. um, uh, William Blake Hall says Charlie Borman is in the Emerald Forest as well. Oh, really? Okay. And Emerald Forest is really good. Okay, you guys, that's on my list now. Emerald Forest. Uh, Beyond Rangoon. I'm, uh, I'm being educated today. I love it. Wait a minute. Yes, I'm sorry. He isn't dead, but it is in his will. Thank you, Paulie, for helping me with that. Yes, he isn't dead, but it is in his will that she get that last um, costume that she wore of the silver metal piece, which was fitted to her body when back then, and she's in pretty great shape. So I don't know, she might still be able to fit that thing. So yeah, okay, I am going to close this out. I'm not sure if there's anything else I could um uh, say about this movie except for it's wonderful, it's incredible. um I love all the nuances, the relationships, um Merlin in particular. uh I just love this version of Merlin, and how he's portrayed as I think the story is more is quite a bit about Merlin. It's just about as much about Merlin as it is about Arthur and Excalibur, right? So it just feels fitting that Merlin would be such an awesome character in all of this. And H. Price says Deliverance. Yes, John Boorman did that incredible movie, Deliverance. And William Blake calls us great time. Thanks, RNG and Excel's here. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so glad that you were able to join us. We had a scare that maybe you weren't, but you were able to stop by, and I'm so happy that you were. Stuart Mitchell, please remember to check out Black Angel. Okay, I will. I will put that on my list. And H Price, Bobby M says, H Price, not your documentary. Um, in response to Deliverance. All right, so I am going to call it a night. And before I do, I just wanted to let you guys know how awesome it was for me to do this. It was a lot of fun. It was actually much more fun than I thought it would be. At the same time, I wanted to leave you with a nice little outro video that's about 3 minutes long. Give you a chance to say any last words and say goodbye to each other in the comments. And I will, without further ado, I bid you adieu. See you in the next video.
Retro Nerd Girl, you are clear for takeoff.